Spring equinox, one of the 24 solar terms, is the fourth important solar term in spring. Spring equinox usually falls on March 20 or 21, when the sun shines directly on the equator, and the length of day and night is almost the same, so it's called equinox. After that, the sun's position gradually moves northward, and days begin to grow longer, and nights become shorter in the northern hemisphere, except for the Qinghai-Tibet Plateau, the northeast, the northwest, and the northern part of North China. The most parts of China will enter a bright spring. As the saying goes, spring equinox brings swallows back from the south, and when it rains, there will be thunder and lightning. The warming of weather of abundant rainfall at this time are critical for the growth of crops. There is a saying in the countryside, spring equinox, wheat rises, time is as precious as gold. Wheat turns green and then grows taller, which is the time to manage water and fertilizer, weeding, pest control, and so on. Therefore, we must seize the right time for agricultural activities such as watering and fertilization. There are also many interesting activities and folk customs about the spring equinox. Vertical egg. Choose a smooth, well-proportioned, fresh egg that is just 4 or 5 days old and set it up on the table. About 4,000 years ago, our ancestors started this tradition to celebrate the coming of spring. The saying that when the equinox arrives, eggs are nice goes back to this day. Flying kites. It's also a happy time for children to fly kites, especially on the day of the equinox. Even adults participate in the competition to see which one flies higher. Rites for ancestor worship in spring. The spring equinox ushers in the time of ancestor worship, and the number of people often reaches hundreds or even thousands. Before the tomb sweeping, a grand ancestor worship ceremony should be held in the ancestral hall, in which pigs and sheep are killed. The drummer is requested to play, and the master of ceremonies will recite the sacrifice and lead the 3 offerings. In addition, the equinox is also a good time for people to work on improving their fitness. They should eat more vegetables and wild vegetables. At this time, the temperature difference between day and night is large, and there is much rain, so it is still necessary to keep warm.